Ladies and gentlemen, how about a collective applause and meet the CEO of Cultural Infusion, Peter Mousaferiadis.
Thank you very much.
Wow, I love the mustache and the beret.
Thank you very much.
Stylish.
My name is Peter Mousaferiadis, and I've been working in the creative industry since 1988. I also worked as a creative director. I produced 9 Australia Day concerts. At the final Australia Day concert I produced at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl, I was backstage with Joy Murphy, who was the most senior Wurundjeri-outer, and I said to Joy, how many thousands of people speak your language of Boy Wurrung?
No English.
And there was silence. And she said, there's only one speaker left. That's my auntie. I want to leave that thought with you. How would you feel if you were the final speaker of your primary language, of your mother tongue? Before Europeans arrived here, there was an estimated 700 ethno-linguistic people groups. And this area here was always an important meeting place and special location for events of spiritual, cultural, political and sporting significance for more than 50,000 years, our first peoples. But we heard earlier on from Mark, and he talked about Australia being made up, or Victoria being made up of more than 160 countries. I want to go a little bit deeper. There are about 48 countries that make up Asia. Maybe 51, depending on how we understand those disputed territories. In those 48 countries, there are more than 3,000 languages, ethno-linguistic groups. So when you think of Vietnam, for example, there's probably 53 ethnic groups in Vietnam. Or if you go to India, India is not a monolith, it's a nation of nations. Or if you go to Pakistan, where I've spent a lot of time, every 50 kilometers, there's a new language. I'm going to change the topic a little bit. In 2010, I was struck down with gout. I didn't even know what gout was. I had to go on stage with one foot and conduct an orchestra in front of 10,000 people. I came off and then I spent 3 weeks in bed because I couldn't walk and I was on crutches. And I started to read up on this mystery illness that I had, gout, which I inherited from my father. And I started to read up, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander the Great, Martin Luther King. I started to feel good. The pain that I had started to disappear. But there was another individual. And that individual was Genghis Khan's grandson, Kublai Khan. He also suffered from gout, and he built an empire that extended all the way from Kiev to Korea. Included all of Asia in it. And incidentally, my father was an Asian Minor Greek. So I have some Asian blood in me because the Greeks lived in Asia for more than 4,000 years. Anyway, circling back to Kublai Khan, he inherited this huge mass of land. And he had a lot of tension building up. And what he realized was that if he invested in schools, in education, in the sciences, and in festivals, in particular in festivals, and festivals as a way for people to be able to assert their own identity, he knew that he could save his empire, well, during his lifespan anyway. So festivals, why are festivals important? Festivals aren't just about food and you're watching a few people dance, because with each of those traditions, there are knowledge-based systems that go back a long time, and a myriad of ideas that have come together to create what you see. So festivals become this excellent place, a nexus for scholarship, for education, for public education, and they become a great driver for new ideas. And we heard earlier on that it takes a lot of team effort to put this event together from our MCs. And we have 3 individuals over here, Teresa, Hong and Duke, who are doing so much work to put this festival together. So let's hear a big round of applause for them. One of the hats that I wear is the Secretariat for the Civil Society Observers of the 2005 Convention, UN Convention for the Protection and the Promotion of the Diversity of Cultural Expressions. What we know is that the best democratic societies in the world are those that are able to give a voice to those minority groups. And when they're not doing that, they're failing. So on that note, what I want you all to do today is go out there and start to read up on the traditions that you see here today, on the foods. Go and find out the etymology of the words. Go and find out the significance of the lion dance and the dragon dance. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.